From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Fielded about a yard deep. Touchdown, Bengals! So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people now are going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
All day. Ready up. 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Rabbit. Ready go.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Boom, that's what I'm talking about, baby.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it on. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Savage now to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'm coming, baby.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage. I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Ready, set. 22's coming, Mike. Bring it. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. General, West, Lucky. Check safety.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon.
Watch the safety creep.
Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they get a touchdown.
On second down, here's Mixon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, throw one deep.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On first down, it's Sandwich. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Kamara trying again, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Prater for the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Watch the squeeze. Check your hot read. Wide. Get wide.
On second down now. Nixon space to maneuver at the 40. And he cuts it right sideline. A big play there for Cincinnati.
Let's go.
47 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Here's Bridgewater. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And some room to roam now. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On the ground, Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, Savage.
I'm scared.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
All day, baby, all day.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Let's go. Come on, guys.
Play
Let's get
action.
off the field.
It's Bridgewater.
Let's get off the field.
Complete to Kelly. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
We play to win.
That one
Let's
a gain of
go.
20 and a first down.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Yeah, baby.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
On the double.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction.
Big series right here.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. They give him a gain of 37.
Let's go, baby.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Check 52.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. He's coming, he's coming.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mark Walton, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that's caught by Smith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. There's Savage on 1st down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Savage. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Always got some breathing room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run with Walton. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Check my 50. Rotate. Spell.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Let's go, D.
Throwing on 3rd down, Savage. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Alexander. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down.
Line 50, 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber.
The first down throw coming. Savage. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here we go.
Here's Savage. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Throw the ball back over to the offense. Let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Bridgewater. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Here we go.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Switch. Tight dog. Shit, 64. Where'd he go?
From the gun, Bridgewater. That's complete to the tight end sample. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
He's checking.
Now Walton.
No. Off. Right.
10 yards there on a Bengal first. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Echo. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Right here. Mike 22.
On 2nd and a couple. Bridgewater. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Ja'Kai Polite. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Here's Walton.
Run.
It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little tired.
That's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now, because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. 66. Pull it.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A give to Kamara running right. Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 36 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is down to 2. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general. And the quarterback is, to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Get him, boys.
Call loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Hey, watch the slant. That's it. Mike 22, Mike 22.
Bridgewater to throw it. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run. This is Kamara. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Army.
Again, it's Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey, let's get in them holes. H3, 2 cover. Safety's creeping. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Savage now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Kamara trying to right side. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game.
Fellas, they don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
Let's get it.
They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Running with Kamara, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30, and whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
On the set, Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming. 80 weapons. Twist. Watch twist. Take off.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Get ready.
3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. Savage now to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Bengals drive about to get going. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up defensively.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike 22, Mike 22.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Haywood. Mike 22.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Sack, baby.
Ja'Kai Polite in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Orbit.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. And the catch good. It's Eifert. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down short of a first. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Saints, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.